Welcome back to the renovation. We're now into week 2, and, if you've been following along, you'll probably notice that things look a whole lot worse than when we first got the keys. That's the thing about renovations. There's always that messy middle stage where progress is actually happening, but it doesn't look like it yet. And that is exactly where we are right now. Let's start in the bathroom, because that's where the biggest surprises were hiding. We completely ripped everything out. The bath, the sink, the toilet, all the tiles, the flooring, the lot. And once the room was stripped back to its bones, we finally saw what we were working with. Moving into the kitchen, and honestly, this room put up a bit of a fight. Not a single thing in here could be salvaged. When we pulled out the cupboards and the units, it became clear that the plaster behind them had completely broken down. A lot of it just crumbled away in our hands. And then came the electrics. The wiring in this house is, let's just say, historic. Some of it hadn't been touched in decades. In a few places, the wiring was so outdated that it was borderline dangerous. So we're now in the process of bringing everything up to modern standards. It's a lot of work, but it has to be done if we want the house to be safe and efficient. Heading upstairs, the main bedroom originally had a built-in cupboard where the hot water tank used to be. We thought we might repurpose it as a wardrobe, but once we opened it up and looked at the space properly, it just wasn't practical. The shape wasn't usable, the structure was dated, and honestly, it would have just been a waste of a corner. So out it came. While we were up there, we discovered even more redundant pipework running down from the roof. Much like the bathroom, this was leftover from older systems that had been replaced over the years but never actually removed. So that's now been stripped out too, one less thing hiding inside the walls. The landing and hallway are looking very different now. If you remember from the first video, the walls were covered in a very outdated textured coating. It made the whole space feel dark and old-fashioned. This week, all of that has been skimmed over, and the walls are looking beautifully smooth. Even without paint, it already feels cleaner and brighter. Not a huge amount has happened in the lounge this week, but there has been some progress. We removed that old brick feature under the chimney breast in the last episode, and this week the opening has been patched and tidied up. We did think about removing the whole chimney breast to create more room, but the delays with planning permission would have held up the entire project. So, at the end of week 2, while it still looks like a bit of a building site, so much of the essential structural work is now behind us. All the plastering throughout the house has been completed, which is a huge milestone. Before we can install the new kitchen and bathroom, everything needs to dry out properly. To help that along, we've hired an industrial dehumidifier and an air pump. They've been running pretty much non-stop, and they've been incredibly effective at drawing the moisture out of the newly plastered walls. Upstairs, the plastering and electrical work are now completely finished, which makes a massive difference to how the whole space feels. Everything looks clean, fresh, and much more modern. It finally feels like we're moving away from the demolition stage and into the rebuilding phase. The new partition wall in the main bedroom is fully in place, and it's amazing how much it's changed the layout. What used to be one large, slightly awkward space now has a much more practical flow. You can really start to imagine how both rooms will work once they're decorated and furnished. It's the first time we've been able to stand in there and actually visualize how it's all going to come together. In this upstairs room, not much has changed yet. The yellow and black decor is still hanging on for now. The main update this week is a practical one. We've added an extra electrical socket. All the bedrooms were really short on power points, so we're upgrading each room to make them more functional. So yes, it's still a bit chaotic. There's dust everywhere, there are tools in every room, and right now it probably doesn't look like a house you'd want to live in. But this is the point where the project shifts. We've done the stripping out, we've done the heavy lifting, and now we're getting ready for the exciting part, actually putting everything back together. Thank you so much for watching and following along with our renovation journey. We'll be back next week with more progress and, hopefully, some big steps forward. See you then.